Hello everyone, I'm Arunima from Knit and Knotter, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make the yarn over pattern. It's a very simple pattern and it's an interesting technique I learned about recently. So it's actually very straightforward to make. All you need to know is how to make Tunisian simple stitches, and I have a separate video tutorial for that if you would like to take a look. And I have this foundation row already made for this video. Again, this is also something I have a separate tutorial for if you want to learn how to make this. And I'm going to add a link to both of these tutorials in the description below. So let's get started. You need to start with an even number of stitches in your foundation row. So in this one I have 14 stitches, so I'm going to start with 14. You can have any even number of stitches in your foundation row. So to begin, you need to do a yarn over and then a simple stitch in the next, and then a simple stitch in the next. So 2 simple stitches, and then what you have to do is you have to pick that yarn over and pull that on top of those. That's all. So you do a yarn over, simple stitch, and then pick that yarn over and pull it. So that maintains the stitch count. Even though you're doing a yarn over, that you're getting rid of it by pulling it over the next 2 stitches, so that does not increase the number of stitches. It will maintain the stitch count as the same number of stitches as what was in your foundation row. So yarn over, simple stitch, and pull that over the next 2. So I'm going to continue doing that all the way till the end of the row. And I'm at the end of the row now, so I'm just going to make my last stitch, or the edge stitch, as I normally would, by picking the last 2 vertical bars, yarn over, pull through, and this is how it's looking at the end of the forward pass. And now I'm just going to make the reverse pass as I would normally do. So that's chain 1 and then yarn over, pull through 2 all the way till the beginning. So that's one row, and you see that these little yarn overs form this little horizontal lines here. So that's pretty much it. What's there to the pattern. But if you want to make a full project with it, or a swatch, so there are 2 ways you can go about it. You could line these on top of one another by just repeating what I just did, or you can stagger them, and I'm going to show you how. So that will be the second row, which is you would start with just a TSS, a simple stitch, and then you'll do your yarn over and 2 simple stitches and pull that yarn over the 2 simple stitches. So you can see that this yarn over and this yarn over, they're staggered, they're not on top of each other. So this becomes a 2-row repeat. And you could do it either ways, but I wanted to show you how you can do both. So I'm going to complete this row. There's a slight difference in how this ends as compared to the previous one. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it all the way till the end. So there, and now so I'm left with just 1 stitch here, which is not counting this last stitch here. So I'm going to make a simple stitch in this one, no yarn over before that, and then an edge stitch or a last stitch by picking the last 2 vertical bars. And then just go ahead and make the reverse pass as you normally would. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 all the way to the beginning. So if you continue making these, if you continue doing this, making these 2 rows one on top of the other, it'll create a beautiful pattern with these horizontal lines showing up like this. There are other variations to this pattern where you can do this yarn over on top of 3, or I don't know if it'll look good with 4, but you could try it with 4. I've seen it with 3. I've tried it with 3. It works well. The stitch pattern will change a little bit in that you will need multiples of 3 for if you were yarning over and pulling over 3 simple stitches, but that would be a slight difference. But I just wanted to tell you that it is possible to do this for more than just 2 stitches, and so you can see how this sort of holds the 2 stitches in between, and it looks really pretty, I think. The one thing that I've realized that to bind off this, you just have to do a simple stitch bind off, so you would not do the yarn over bind off. You just I'm going to go ahead and do that here. So you just do a simple stitch bind off, so that goes like that. There's no yarn overs in the bind off. Here, that's how it looks. So you have this 2-row repeat for the staggered yarn overs, or you could have a single row repeat for if you want to line them on top of each other, and when you bind off, then you bind off with just doing simple stitches. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my other tutorials. Bye bye.